Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Name. What's the name? Name. What's your name?
Anthony Sir.
Anthony what?
Anthony Anderson.
St. James wanted man captured. A man who was featured on the Jamaica Constable Force's JCF Wanted Wednesday campaign on October 5th was captured in St. Elizabeth on Friday, October 7. The man has been identified as Anthony Angus. A team from the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch swooped down on a house in Burn Savannah in the parish early yesterday afternoon. Where surrounded by highly trained operatives, Angus surrendered. Another man who was at the same location was also arrested. According to the police, Angus is the second high-value target on St. James' most wanted list to be accosted in as many days in St. Elizabeth, following the fatal shooting of Oshane Mutumba Earl in the same parish on Wednesday. As Operation Relentless 2 continues, the police are urging wanting persons to turn themselves in. If confronted by the police, they are being warned to surrender and not to engage the police in confrontations. Businessman arrested for impregnating underage girl. A 26-year-old Clarendon businessman has been arrested and charged after allegedly impregnating an underage girl. The man has been charged with having sexual intercourse with a person under 16 years. A court date has not been given for the accused man. Police said from information received, the businessman and the child were in an intimate relationship between August 2021 and September 29, 2022. It is reported that the accused had sexual intercourse with the complainant several times, resulting in her becoming pregnant. A report was then made to the police. The accused was located and pointed out by the child to the police. He was arrested and subsequently charged. Man charged after cutting woman with box cutter. The Manchester police have arrested and charged 25-year-old Chevroy Donwell, a former of Dempsey district in the parish, with wounding with intent following an incident in his community on Thursday, October 6. Reports are that about 11 a.m., the victim was at a shop talking to friends when Donwell went inside and used a box cutter knife to inflict wounds to the victim's chest. She was taken to hospital where she was treated and released. Donwell was later arrested and charged for the offense. His court date is being finalized. Gun found under debris in Kingston. A team of officers assigned to the Kingston Western Police Division seized one illegal firearm and 6 rounds of ammunition during a joint police-military operation in Torrington Lane, Kingston on Thursday, October 6. Reports from the Denhamton Police are that about 10:50 p.m., lawmen were in the area when a section of the community was searched. 138 Smith and Weston Springfield revolver containing 6 rounds of ammunition was found under debris. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. The investigation continues. 11-year-old St. Catherine boy missing since Wednesday. And another alert has been activated for 11-year-old Christopher Coley of the Russell Avenue in Central Village, St. Catherine, who has been missing since Wednesday, October 5th. He is of dark complexion, slim built, and is about 5 feet tall. Reports from the Central Village Police are that about 12 p.m., Christopher was last seen at home wearing a yellow shirt and grey shorts. Christopher is known to be artistic. He has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Christopher Coley is asked to contact the Central Village Police at 876-984-2644, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Man wanted for several murders in St. Catherine killed by police. A man who was wanted for several murders and shooting in the Gregory Park area of Portmore, St. Catherine, was shot and killed during an alleged shootout with the police Friday evening. He is Kirk Wind, otherwise called Big Red. The police say that a weapon was recovered from Wind after the shooting subsided in the area known as Baca Gully in Gregory Park. Head of the St. Catherine South Police Division Senior Superintendent Christopher Phillips said Wind was a major violent producer in the space and was on the police radar for quite some time. I must say commendation goes to my team because Mr. Kirk Wind, otherwise called Big Red, has been terrorizing this space once proven to be an elusive criminal to several targeted policing measures, Phillips told reporters. He added that the police will continue to ramp up their operations within the division in a bid to rid crime-torn communities of criminal elements. This is the second such incident in recent weeks following the shooting death of another man during a confrontation between alleged gunmen and the police in a section of Central Village on September 11. In that incident, the police said they recovered an M16 rifle. A total of 97 people have been killed in the division between January 1 and October 1, 2022, according to the JCF. Wolmer's class of 82 donates $1.4 million to school's junior science lab. Members of the Wolmer's Boys School class of 82 on Friday morning donated Jamaica $1.4 million in a continuing bid to upgrade the school's junior science laboratory, which the class has adopted since 2018. The year group is now celebrating its 40th anniversary reunion and held a party at the Footprints nightclub to raise funds to improve the learning environment for those students with an aptitude for science. The symbolic check was handed over to the school principal Dwight Pennycook by president of the class group and head of the school's history department, Bandele Sankofo. It continues to be an honor and joy to have our group give back to its beloved alma mater. This sort of work does show that we are our brother's keeper when we seek to assist students to enjoy better facilities than we had during our time, stated the president, who returned to his alma mater to teach after graduating university. Pennycook was filled with gratitude. This is a significant donation, especially at this time when we are seeking to bring up the students' performances in science. Our young men have traditionally done well in the sciences, and we have seen a general movement towards engineering. This money will be used to purchase vital equipment. We will also hold class of 82 dear, as we have seen their commitment over the years, Pennycook said. This is the second donation that has been made by the year group, which donated $1 million in 2018. In addition, members of the year group have contributed to the school in a variety of ways, including assisting sports teams, scholarships, mentorship and information, and computer technology equipment. Our efforts will continue as we are currently discussing plans to make this party an annual or biannual event with the aim of being a part of the country's entertainment landscape, class of 82 member Darren Fowler told reporters. Several activities planned for World Homeless Day. The Minister of Local Government and Rural Development will be commemorating World Homeless Day on October 10 with a slew of activities for the vulnerable population island-wide through its poor relief departments. The internal observance is commemorated annual on October 10 to raise awareness of the needs of individuals experiencing homelessness locally and provides opportunity for communities to get involved in responding to homelessness. This year, World Homeless Day is being observed under the theme Changing the Lives of Persons Experiencing Homelessness through Community Involvement and Career Development. Secretary of the Board of Supervision within the ministry, Trika Lewis, highlighted details about the activities being hosted for the homeless across the island. What we're doing this year is looking beyond the basic and trying to develop the potential that some homeless persons have. For example, this year we'll be working closely with Heart and SDA Trust to have literacy assessment for adult learners and to do certification for those who can be certified, Lewis said. This, she added, is being included in the usual grooming and feeding of the homeless, which is a frequent offering of the poor relief departments. Lewis said that activities planned for the day include components to uplift individuals experiencing homelessness and encompass the theme of the day. We'll be having a number of different activities for persons who are homeless. There will be a concert where they showcase their talent in St. Elizabeth, Trelawny, and St. Anne. In Hanover, we'll be having a display of items that homeless persons would have made, and those will be on sale on the day as well. In St. James, we're having a sports day at Jarrett Park, she noted. In Kingston, we're having career development activities and social intervention at the Desmond Mackenzie Transitional Center for the Homeless, and in St. Anne, we'll be having a march for our drop-in center to the town in Ocho Rios. We'll be bringing awareness to the issues of homelessness, and homeless persons will be part of that march, she said. Lewis noted that in St. Thomas, there will be a medical screening and counseling, health checks and skills assessment in Portland, a sensitization town walk in St. Mary, feeding and grooming in Westmoreland, dental and medical checks, vaccinations and counseling in Manchester, counseling and HIV testing in Clarendon, and public service provision from various government agencies and HIV syphilis testing in several locations in St. Catherine. Trelawny man killed in car crash. A Trelawny man lost his life in a motor vehicle accident along the Spring Hill Main Road in Duncan in the parish on Thursday night. He is 24-year-old Roger Wilson, of Hague in Trelawny. The Trelawny police say about 9:15 p.m., Wilson and an unidentified male passenger were traveling in a black Toyota Mark X motor car along the Spring Hill Main Road towards Falmouth. Wilson, who was the driver, lost control of the vehicle and collided with a motor truck. Wilson and the passenger sustained severe injuries and were rushed to the Falmouth Hospital, where Wilson was pronounced dead and the other man was treated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.